Hello, you're listening to Hugo Talks. I'm still in an unusual circumstance. I'm in limbo. I'm supporting a family member, not where I usually am. So I'm not uploading as many videos as usual, but I thought this was an interesting one. The Pope's pendant, this cross he wears. I believe this is nothing really new, but it's not something I've looked into before or talked about before, so I thought I'd do a video about it. Of course, this is the Pharmakia, United Nations Roman Empire Climate Change Commandments Pope that pushed the jabs and is head of the Roman Empire religion, one that masquerades as an angel of light and is the biggest net that attempts to capture those who feel or have a genuine spiritual inclination, those that have the calling of the Lord. Yet it's a net, it's a trap. The Roman Catholic Church is the largest, the biggest, the most popular religious organization in the world. And we all know, as it states in the Bible, that to find the truth, one must find the narrow path, the road least traveled, not the widest, not the most popular path. This Roman Empire organization has been getting its members to follow pagan saints, unbiblical rituals, and celebrate pagan festivals for a long time. Pagan festivals such as Christmas, which is of course Saturnalia, an ancient Roman festival and holiday in honor of the god Saturn, which starts December the 17th. Saturn, Satan, Santa. Saturnalia was a Roman pagan festival of greed, of eating, of stuffing your face and drunkenness and exchanging gifts. Oh, it sounds a lot like Christmas, doesn't it? But I thought it was about Jesus being born. No, that was what the Roman Empire fooled people into thinking. But it's actually Saturnalia, or Valentine's Day, which is Lupercalia. Lupercalia was a fertility ritual, sacrificing goats, and it's basically a bloody Roman orgy. And that is today Valentine's Day, and on it goes. I mean, there are hundreds and hundreds of examples. And this cross that the Pharmakia Pope is wearing is what is called a pectoral cross. And it features a man holding a lamb round his neck, and behind him are a load of sheep. And this is said to be a reference to the book of Luke in the Bible and the parable of the good shepherd and the lost sheep. As it says in the Bible, the shepherd carries the lost lamb on his shoulders to bring it back to the flock. Although looking at this, he seems to have taken one from the flock, as the sheep are behind him. He's not carrying this lost lamb back to the flock, but he's taking it from it. Now, to be fair, this is possibly a poorly designed, put together concept piece referencing this parable. But then again, knowing how this organization likes to show its false pagan god roots in disguise, I mean, look, let's look a little bit deeper. So this symbol of the man holding the lamb, first of all, we're seeing a reference to the X, Osiris symbol, which we have seen many times before with celebrities, Aleister Crowley, Egyptian Freemason symbology. This is to do with Osiris. Remember, there is an obelisk outside the Vatican. This is the Osiris phallic symbol. This is what ISIS blew spirit into to get it to work. Talked about this before. The obsession the Roman pagan empire have with the Virgin Mary is because they worship Isis, a pagan goddess. It's in disguise. You're led to believe you're worshipping Mary, but it's Isis. The cult of Isis was formally introduced into the Roman Empire by the Emperor Caligula, who constructed a temple to her in Rome, and they're doing the same now. This here is called a Moscophorus, an ancient Greek statue. It's called the calf bearer, which is estimated to be 560 BC before Christ. There are other statues like this in this style. The left leg is always a little bit further ahead than the right leg. The pose of the holding the lamb over the shoulders was to signify an animal being taken for sacrifice at a ritual. The calf's legs are held firmly, making a bold X-shaped composition, and this stance represents the sacrificial offering of the animal he is about to give to a pagan god or goddess. So the question is, on this cross which the Pope wears, is this Jesus carrying a lost lamb, or is it a recreation of one of these statues? As you can see with this one, which is a Greek Roman cult, where a ram, in this instance, this one is called the ram bearer, Cryophorus, where they carry them in this way for the ritual to present the sacrificial ram to a god or a goddess. So if we look at the pendant, the left foot on this figure is slightly more forward, as in the statue, and the figure is facing away from the flock of sheep. So it's not like he's gone to find the one lost sheep from the 99 that are found and bring it back to them. It looks like he has taken one of the flock and is then walking away, leaving the flock behind him. And is it like those pagan statues suggest? Has this pose been used because it is a sacrifice? So it's the opposite of actually finding a lost sheep. It's taking one of the flock and leading the flock to a sacrifice. Let me know what you think. In my opinion, it looks very odd to me. You know, I mean, you could say it's a badly conceived design depicting the parable of the lost shepherd, but when you take into account all the other pagan gods they worship under the guise of deliberate misinterpretation of the Bible, it's hard to believe that there is not some other sinister meaning. Okay, thanks for listening. Thank you for your prayers, kind messages. Thanks for your time and for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.